Moin moin Leute und welcome back zu einer neuen Folge Greedfall. In der letzten Folge habe ich Zuckerstanges den Briefkasten benutzt, nachdem ich Zuckerstange selbst umgekloppt habe. Also für den war Serienende, um es mal so zu sagen. Jetzt muss ich allerdings 24 Stunden lang warten, bis ich da in der Quest weiterkomme. Deswegen habe ich die Quest jetzt hier einfach nochmal angegangen, auch eine Nebenquest. Da geht es um eine verschollene Expedition. Da hinten liegt schon einer am Boden, nicht mehr so ganz lebendig. Und hier bin ich jetzt auf diese Einrichtung gestoßen, wo man sich streitet. Da soll ich jetzt dazwischen gehen, bevor die sich alle an den Kragen gehen. Mal gucken, was uns hier erwartet.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrive right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Okay, befrage die Mitglieder der Expedition. Fangen wir einfach mal mit ihr. Ihr? Das sind sie. Mit ihr an.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here,
Es ist
it has been
kompliziert.
unbearable.
Wie so ein
I'm afraid we may need an
Facebook-Beziehungsstatus,
arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
Warum streitet ihr denn, Kinder?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt, the handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders, something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Okay, wo ist Virgil? Ich vermute, ach, da oben. Wie komme ich da hin? Hier, ne? Hören wir uns die andere Seite mal an.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here. We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Mhm. Ja, dann schauen wir mal. So krass, wie zwischensequenzlastig das Ganze hier ist, ey. Ist einfach nur so eine popelige kleine Nebenquest. Und dann so viel Zwischensequenz. Okay, an den Orten soll ich gucken. Das ist ja nicht so weit weg. Genau, das können wir aufschlagen. Sehr gut. Moment, hier ist direkt so eine Stelle, ne? Wissenschaft Level 2. Was kann ich dann machen? Ah, okay. Ich bin nicht auf Level 2.
This man's
Na dann.
skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Ja, der leuchtet immer noch weiter. Warum muss ich da jetzt noch weiter gucken?
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child.
Ja, gut.
The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Dann schauen wir mal weiter. Oh. Direkt los, geht direkt los. Aua. Aua. Okay, da geht's lang. Na, da sind noch mehr Biester, ey. Oh, das sind nur viele. Das sind aber andere als gerade, ne? Okay, den haben wir. Den haben wir auch gleich. Und die zwei werden sich gleich wünschen, niemals geboren worden zu sein. Ah ja, ist gut. Beruhig dich, ey. So. Schauen, haben wir hier noch irgendwas Interessantes? Ich glaube nicht.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
Alas, anyone could have stabbed this priest. Both natives and priests carry knives.
Okay, das löst das Rätsel auch nicht. Dann würde ich sagen, gucken wir uns den letzten Punkt an, den ich untersuchen soll. Wo? Ach, da. Ja, diese Doppelbelegung, ey. So, untersuchen oder plündern oder Sachen aufnehmen, hat die gleiche Belegung wie zurückweichen im Kampf.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile, most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
All these disguised deaths, these abject crimes. The natives can be violent, but they are not deceitful. I'm afraid that Brother Virgil may have found a way to take control of the expedition. He should be judged for it.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Okay. So richtig coole Beweise haben wir aber nicht in der Hand gegen den, ne? Moment mal. Warte, hier komme ich doch dahin wieder zurück. Wie komme ich denn hier rechts hoch? So, mal gucken, ob er direkt geständig ist oder ob hier weiter rumgeeiert wird.
Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Oh, Virgil, would you please stop taking us for fools? The natives had no hand in this.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth.
Also wir kommen dem mit irgendwelchen haltlosen Vermutungen und er räumt sofort alles ein und redet jetzt wie ein Wasserfall. Naja. Das ist jetzt nicht so dicht gewebt hier, die Story. Aber gut.
What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme. But he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Oh, interessant. Ich kann mich jetzt hier auf seine Seite schlagen und Geld von ihm nehmen. Allen offenbaren, was passiert ist. Oder, damit die sich nicht alle an die Gurgel gehen, dem sagen, der soll sich vom Acker machen und die Expedition verlassen. Ich glaube, das Vernünftigste wäre eigentlich das.
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. You will take your belongings and leave this place. The research will continue and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people than you. The decision to reveal them or not will be theirs.
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to Eden. I hope that you don't regret your decision.
Na, leidet mein Ruf jetzt irgendwo? Aber nicht. So, mal gucken, was ich ihr jetzt hier erzähle.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible. But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit you.
Jetzt erzähle ich es ihr doch.
But why would he?
Was war das dann gerade für eine Entscheidung? Ich verstehe es nicht.
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Cardinal.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she hears about it. Once more, your help has been a blessing. Take this. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Okay, den Weg des Matthäus folgen. Hier rechts von mir und dann am Ende rechts, okay. Okay, ich muss andersrum und um das Dingsbums hier, um das Lager. Hier auch nicht, ne? Nein. Noch ein weiter. Genau, hier wieder rum, da wieder runter. So, noch ein Stück weiter. Da kommen die nächsten Biester. Oh, verspuckt. Ja, langsam läuft es aber mit dem Ausweichen, finde ich. Okay, da oben muss ich hin.
You'd have to be insane to want to live in such a place. Even a saint would want to stay dry.
So, hier können wir noch ein Lager aufschlagen. Na? Oh, wer ist er? Da komme ich hier unten scheinbar hin. Okay, da scheint noch so ein kleines Kämpfchen auf uns zu warten. Bin ich ja mal gespannt, was der Typ hier so drauf hat. Ach, da hinten muss ich hochklettern, glaube ich. Dann stehe ich vor dem. Mit Blick auf die Uhr macht das in dieser Folge aber keinen Sinn mehr. Das heißt, die beende ich hier und dann geht es in der nächsten Folge mit dem Fight direkt weiter. Ich erwarte zumindest einen. Mal gucken, ob das überhaupt stimmt. Ich werde es erleben. Wenn ihr in der nächsten Folge dabei seid, dann könnt ihr das miterleben. Für heute sage ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Bleibt gesund und haut da rein.